Hey y'all, I'm Becky, Becky Selman's Art Studio. How's everybody doing? It's a pretty sunny day out in Texas today. Lulu, come in here. Come on. Come on. Excuse me, my dog wants to act all kinds of crazy right now. I think she heard me starting the video, so she wants to act all big, bad, Frenchy. So anyway, I had someone ask me if I would do a resin video. So this is what I'm doing. I've got my resin mixed up. I am using, you'll have to just excuse my thing. I'm using StoneCoat Countertop Art Resin, A and B. I've just got it down on here on the floor. I've got it mixed up. It does have some bubbles because I did mix it quite fast. I've got about 10.5 ounces in here because I've got all of these. This is a box my husband made for me. It's got a door opening up. Out here in Texas, when it rains and dries, the bugs are horrible. So he made me a box out of acrylic and with a door that opens up, hinged. And we're talking about making these and disassembling them and shipping them out if anybody would be interested in maybe a 24 by 24 by 18 inch acrylic box to do resin pieces under. So anyway, here we go. So I'm going to start with this piece. I'm going to try to get all of these done. So here we go. I'm going to add about that much resin. Can y'all see that? How much resin's on it? And I'm going to kind of roll it around a minute. And then all I do is take my finger with my gloves, roll it out to the side, and kind of rub it along the edge. And you'll feel, and then roll it over the edge. And you'll lose some rolling over the edge, but it's okay because you want to feel that edge go slick. And that's it. It's self-leveling, and most of them are. But art resin is heat resistant and UV resistant, so I'm using that. I'm out of the one I was using because I don't have enough of it. There's bubbles, and as soon as I get the other ones resin, and I'm just setting them on cups, like little plastic cups. So come back over here, and I'll show you how to do it. So take my cup, just place a little bit, rub it to the side, come over, and then rub it and make sure that it's coated to the edge. Like that. And then that one's done. Now I will have to pop bubbles. And this is the first, here's my third towel. This is the first coat of resin on these. So just kind of do it like that. Let my finger drag it over. If you get rejection marks, that's fine. That's why I always try, well, I used to always try to paint and not touch these things without gloves. But I've noticed If you let your tiles sit long enough, those oils will evaporate off of your hand, off of the tiles. I've already wiped the tiles off because they were a little dusty. So I have wiped them off, and I just wiped them off with a dry paper towel just to knock the dust off of them. I feel like that is, this cup is in the way. There we go. And that's it. It'll level out. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm sweating. Whew, it is hot in my studio. I had the air conditioner running, and I know that wasn't going to work for my coasters. Here's my next one. So I just turned it off, and it is climbing in here, the heat. So, trying to get this done, get this box sealed up. I do have a heat lamp that is over this acrylic box, so it will heat inside of the box up. And my theory for that is, as long as you've got like a heat lamp going overhead, hopefully you won't keep as many bubbles, because the heat from the lamp will kind of pop them as they come. Pop them as they come up. So, but I do torch my resin. It seems not to hurt underneath my box. I'm trying to resin as many of these as I can get done, because I'm going to a little art festival in the town next to me. Yeah, well, 2 towns from me, in Hugh Springs, Texas, Wildflower Trails, which is April 23rd. It's a neat little just a little town, little get together on a Saturday. It's like a little fair. They have rides and face painting and crafts and booths, and I figured, you know, I've got so many coasters that they're just sitting around. I might as well try to knock out these coasters so I can, you know, hopefully make people's tables happy, or cups. Anyway, now, oh, I've got 2 more that I need to resin. And then I'm going to get to some that I'm putting a second coat on. And I don't think I've got enough resin, so I'm going to do one big one. One big coat of on a towel. And see what I have left. And then I have some smaller tiles. Man, look at that. Look at that coaster right there. After I put resin on it. Just pretty. Just brings these colors back to life. And this one's got glitter on it, and it's really going to pop when it gets its bath. This is one of my prettier blooms that I've done. And you know, you may still get some rejection spots where your resin didn't want to stay. Your first coat around, you will have to sand in between the coats. Just very lightly. Okay, see, look at that. Look at that glitter on the bottom of that coaster. That's glitter paint. Just gorgeous. Okay, now we're gonna go with one that I resined. I've sanded down as best I could, and now we're gonna re-resin for its second bath. Do the same thing. Taking it and just coating. I do believe this one had some rejection spots on the edge. Maybe around one of the corners, maybe. And when they have rejection spots and you go to sand, you got to be real careful you don't nick that paint on them edges. Yeah, that looks good. It looks like a flood coat. That's what you're looking for on the second coat. You want it to flood. Almost, you almost want it to flood it. Okay, so I think I've got enough for one big one. If I didn't get resin on the other small ones. Okay. This is the last one I'm going to resin. Maybe. It just all depends on if I have enough resin left. So I'm going to resin this one. I've already got it sanded down. Everything that I needed to. So I've made a pretty good pile right here in the center of this one because this is an 8x9. And I'm just going to do like I did last time. Just drag it over the edge, out to the edge. Just to make sure those corners get nice and covered. And you can see if there's a dry spot. If you've missed a spot, it'll be obvious. You just make sure you glide it over the edge. This is my last side. To get it all the way over. Oh, it drug a little bit, so I know it's not quite over. You want it smooth on them edges. Slick is what you want. There we go. Because these 8x9s that I'm using, the tile is kind of rough on the edge. Because they're unglazed, so they're kind of rough. I see no rejections on the edge. Okay, now I'm going to move this. I think I got resin on my shirt. My shirt's sticking to my belly. I don't feel rejection spots on this one. And I've got a little bit of resin left. So I think I've got a little bit of resin. I think I got enough to resin the Big Daddy in the back. Okay, do I want to do that? Yeah, let me go ahead and get that over with. Okay, hold on. Let me get this. Okay. This one. This is one of my favorites. Okay, so it's real dull right now because I've already sanded it and prepped it, ready to go for the second coat of resin. This is the second and hopefully the last layer on these very beautiful tiles. Okay. That's it. I know there's bubbles. I'm fixing to get them out. Oh, I may have enough to do. Okay. Oh, I can't let that touch. There we go. Okay. So, I've got those two. I think I've got enough. Oh, no. I've got to resin this one. Got to. I got drippy drips on it. So we are finishing the cup off with this. And I have just enough resin to do the 6 by 6 inch tile, I hope. Without it doing that, when you get down to the bottom of the cup, you kind of gotta pray you don't lose what you got on the tile. Okay, so I just moved that around, and it's not gonna hurt nothing because it'll level itself. And what I'm doing now is I'm coming back and just making sure my, oh, yep, right there, rejection. I'm just making sure that stays not rejected. Okay, so I'm fixing to put this back over there really quick. Okay. Now, take my gloves off. And give me just a second, guys. Lulu. That's a cup. Quit barking at the cup. Y'all, she's barking at a cup blowing in the wind. Yeah. Guys, I think I ruined my shirt. It's all resin. The wet spot's resin. It's okay. It's okay. And so anyway, here we go with popping bubbles. You have to pop your bubbles, right? You have to. And the first layer, it's okay. Because if you have bubbles left, you're going to sand them out. It's just really important to catch your sides of them coasters and make sure there's no bubbles. Because as it sits, the bubbles are going to come up. Alright, so now I'm going to turn y'all to the coasters. So now I'm just popping bubbles on top. Oh, not that one, because that one don't have resin. Okay, this one is Big Mama that has resin. You got to make sure you reach all over Big Mama. And this is Big Mama too. And this one, the brown one. Okay. All right, guys, I'm sorry. My phone just shut off again. But here's the finish. Of these. Let me know what you think. I appreciate y'all coming to watch my videos. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.